to you by Levi's Button Fly 501 Jeans and promotional assistance provided by MasterCard, the card that's accepted in over 9 million places. No wonder no card helps you master more moments than MasterCard.
You all know my first guest most recently from his award-winning series, It's Garry Shandling's Show. Now he's back with a brand new HBO comedy series where he plays a late-night talk show host by the name of Larry Sanders. Oh, I got a feeling he's gonna nail us all. Please welcome Garry Shandling.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing
Have a
good.
seat, sir.
I don't have to put my feet up there.
No, it's an
All
option.
right? And I don't have to flirt with you, right?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
I'd be surprised if you did, actually.
As would I.
Tell me about this show. It's been getting a lot of good reviews.
Well, you know, the show, what I thought you were going to say when you first introduced me is you were going to be nervous that I was opposite you or something. It's on Saturday night at 10:30 on HBO, so we are of no threat. Is that mine, by the way? We are of no threat whatsoever to you. It's a cable show, HBO. Could get another, well, hopefully Ace Award. I love those Ace Awards because usually the Weather Channel wins them all. And I think they should spread it out a little bit. And, you know, I had always wanted to really do a show where we could explore what goes on backstage because, as you know, it's a little different and there's a whole other side of this that people don't see.
Yeah.
Although, we're starting to see a little of it now. I mean, with you and Jay and all. I mean, it's right out there in the front. Usually that used to go on behind the scenes more than in front. But we explore that and explore how different a host is from on camera as opposed to what they're really saying about a guest and saying, hey, well, let's really never book them again, you know, and we take a look at all of that stuff.
Yeah, and you know best because for a long time you were one of the guys that replaced Johnny when he had to go away.
I was, and I miss Johnny. I was a big fan of Johnny. He took the talk show set down and set it up at his house, you know. I don't know if you know that. And I just did the Tonight Show for about 3 years. I was guest hosting, and then I was doing my own show and didn't have time. And I miss it. I like doing this. I'm sure you must have a lot of fun doing it every night. But people don't get to see the stuff. You know, I was on the Tonight Show once, and Johnny was interviewing Shelley Winters, which is frightening enough. And I was in this position. I was one seat down because I had just been interviewed, and Larry Hagman was sitting on my right because he was the first guest. And you know, when you're on a talk show like this, even if you're one seat down, you've really got to pay attention because at any time the host may look over and say, hey, what do you think about that, Garry? So you really, you know, I'm sitting there, I'm trying to pay attention to Johnny talking to Shelley Winters, and it's a fascinating conversation. But I'm struggling, and I swear to God, off camera, and no one gets to see this, it was one of the weirdest things, off camera, and I'm listening to Johnny, concentrating. Larry Hagman leans over, and out of this ear, Larry Hagman says to me, you like to fish? I swear to God, and I'm going, Johnny, Larry Hagman's being weird, you know. Change the seating plan, Johnny.
Larry Hagman is a different guy.
Yeah, that's actually the only Larry Hagman story I can tell.
Oh, man. Larry whispered to me in a commercial once and said, you know, I don't talk on Sundays.
Oh, I heard that's true.
Yeah, and I was like,
true?
security.
Yeah.
He doesn't, but he explained later, he doesn't, it's a weird, long story.
No, it's, as I play it through my mind, it's too frightening. But so what we do is we pretend to be doing a regular talk show like this, but we have film cameras on the guests as they're down the couch, so we get to let the people in on that kind of conversation and the kind of language and take a look Oh, look at that. You know, excuse me for belching. You know, my body doesn't know it's on television. It doesn't all of a sudden go, hey, you know, don't do anything to embarrass it. It just...
I'm sure people have read, but you could have had your own real talk show, but you turned it down.
I was offered the Tribune was nice enough to offer me the Dennis Miller show before Dennis Miller. It's nice enough, by the way, for you to give Dennis a job dancing behind the screen there. Dennis is really a friend of mine, and I saw him. It was great that you had him come out that night and do the monologue.
He's a cool, honest guy.
Really bright guy. And they offered me that talk show before. They offered it to him, but they still wanted to call it the Dennis Miller Show, which is why I turned it down. And I just didn't know if I wanted to do, you know, a talk show every night. I just found it too grueling. I think that, you know, as you know, the competition is so intense. It's a tough nut to crack. I think you got to really be ready to go in and pound it out, and that's not, you know, my cup of tea. I really want to do a show where I could explore human behavior a little more, and I think that's what this series does.
Yeah, now, do you get actual good guests?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We got, well, we have Bob Saget. What else can I say but that?
Absolutely.
I got Bob Saget and Dana Delaney, and it goes on, and Robin, and Dana Carvey, who I think we're going to show a clip in a while that I brought with from that show. And I'm going to leave some people out. Great
Lots
guests.
of talented people.
Really talented people, and I'm thrilled about it. I mean, but we're on at 10:30. I remember once when I was on Letterman. Have you ever had this happen? Because do you watch yourself later at night?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's sad. Because you got to figure you're seeing it in person, and then you got to be weird enough to go, I want to see again. But I swear to God, I was on Letterman once, and I tried to stay up, and it was like 12:30, and I came on at like 12:50. And I swear to you, I fell asleep while I was watching myself, and I thought, is this what the audience must be going through? And I had nodded off while I was on, and I was in that half-conscious state, and I heard this guy, you know, whining about his girlfriend and his and his hair, and I thought I was having a nightmare. And and I woke up and saw myself there and realized, indeed, it was real life, which was even scarier.
We do have a clip, and I want to show them, but I need to take a commercial first and come right back with Garry Shandling. You know, you've had most of your success teasing conventional television.
Yeah, I think that's really coincidental, although our generation certainly has been incredibly influenced by television. And, I mean, you know, I set out really to explore human behavior in this show, and we take a look at the hosts and so forth. And that was a wonderful moment. See, the audience at home didn't get to see what happened during the commercial break where the guy comes in with the towel. Yeah. And you have an interesting habit. You take the water bottle, and which happens in all our houses at home, you have a man come in with a towel and wipe it off. Now, is it the moisture you don't want to get on your hand? What is the...
After you've touched it, he'll come wipe it again, Garry.
Where is that guy? Where is that guy? Have that guy come up.
He's back wiping something else now.
Can that guy come back? Is that guy's only job? I swear to God, he came out with a towel, he wiped this bottle, and then a guy came up with a sign that said 1 minute, and then that's it. That was the exciting thing.
He's sponging down silhouette guy now.
If you talk about him, he starts dancing.
Research. I noticed you were looking behind. You were watching these people, the hair lady. I mean,
Well, I mean, do you talk about this stuff back here?
No, I don't even think they know there's stuff. Do you know there's stuff back here?
This is not planted. He has 2 Banaka sprays here.
Yeah. And have one, my man.
Okay, man. Okay.
Yes. Here's a gift. This here.
Yeah.
Gum.
Now
you gotta have one of these, Garry.
I'm taking this thing home. That is... That is really worthwhile having, you know. I'm going to take this home with me because if you wipe the water bottle, God knows what you do with it. The guy come out and set this thing on fire.
Hey, Gary, can
What
you
it is?
ever... Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Can you ever do a real talk show again after doing Larry Sanders?
Sure. I just don't know, boy, where would we put another talk show? Let's deal with that. Where would we really put one?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think so. I think I could probably do another one. I just really don't want to do one right now.
Yeah.
Too tough.
Okay, we have a clip. Why don't you set
So this was a great episode. Dana Carvey came on the show, played himself. Dana Carvey was on the Larry Sanders Show as a guest host and was offered another talk show opposite Larry Sanders. And yet Dana and Larry Sanders are very good friends, and now they have to deal with the fact that they are now going to be competitors. And this is them trying to confront that issue between them. I don't know. You probably have never gone through that.
Let's look at it, Sandy.
Well, so you going to do it?
I don't know. I mean, these offers come up all the time. You know how it is.
So what are you going to do?
Well, I got to do Wayne's World 2 in a few months, and Universal's got this deal to produce a show, and I'm gonna do a stand-up tour. So I'm
Full plate.
Yeah.
Gonna have to
Things are
turn it
going good.
down? Turn it down?
I don't know, the talk show format. It's I think I could do some innovative stuff with it, but well, not that you aren't doing innovative stuff with it, but yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
I just feel weird all of a sudden. Do you, should I not host the show? I mean,
No,
you want me
no.
out, I understand.
No, it's the network. There's these assholes. All they're worried about is you're my competition. You know.
Oh, yeah, well, I understand. And the last thing I wanted to do is to get in the way of the friendship, become this
That's
thing,
exactly
you know?
how I feel.
Good.
That's exactly how I feel. God knows I'm not friends with Dennis Miller anymore, or Arsenio. And I swear to God, Leno tried to hit me with one of his big cars the other day. You didn't hear the end of that, did you? He said, I'm not friends with Arsenio anymore, and
Dennis Miller and Arsenio.
and Arsenio, and Jay Leno hit me with one of his big cars the other day.
Oh, that's
what he said.
That's all very real stuff, you know,
Yeah.
rooted in reality.
Yeah.
Are you still doing stand-up and working out all the political stuff?
No,
going
I
on in
think
the
you
world?
can see that I've come up with hardly any material today. Bill Clinton. Well, I try to keep up. I don't know whether to root for Bosnia or Herzegovina. I'm so confused. But Bill Clinton has said he would stop the fighting in Bosnia. At least that's what he was overheard to say to some chick in a bar. Dan Quayle, I always enjoy writing a little Dan Quayle thing every now and then. Dan Quayle, who got a little confused while Bush is pushing family values, Dan Quayle got a little confused and has been saying we need more true value hardware stores. And while he cannot spell potato, perhaps it's not his fault. I really put the blame on the White House staff, who is still giving him picture menus and letting him point out at the food he wants. So I think we have to. But you know what? Who no one talks about is as you go down this the list is Sonny Bono, who makes quail, look like a contender. Is Sonny? Well, that's when you know you're in California. People from around the country don't know that Sonny Bono ran for a Senate seat here in California this year. He didn't make it. He didn't get in through the primaries. But that's when you know you're in trouble. So when Sonny Bono is, I voted for the captain of Captain and Tennille. 'Cause, you know, I have a tag to him.
Oh, I'm sorry, there's a tag.
At least he evidently has some military experience.
I have two things to say. Wait a minute. First of all, what's in the pocket here?
These are my jokes.
Oh, because you just touching them lets you know what it is?
Well, had I gotten confused and said, you know, I would have done one of these, I would have done. So, you know, while Bush, you know, is pushing family values. No, this is all new material.
Yeah.
What do you think of this Falkland Island thing?
I saw 3 episodes of the show, and I hope you all find it as funny as we do in the industry. It's real funny and real good. This is
Thanks.
Garry Shandling.